Today on In the Woodyard, we've got more wood going out and we're doing some tractor work. Here we go. So yesterday I loaded up this load of wood right here. It's 2/3 of a cord. There's mostly red oak with a little bit of hickory I threw in there too, the guy wanted. So this load is going out. It's beautiful outside right now, but we're supposed to get rain later today. So I'm gonna get this delivered and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna load up the truck then, the bed of it, with a face cord of oak for a delivery at the end of the day, but it's supposed to be raining by then. So I'm going to get it loaded up and get it covered in the truck here because I have a tonneau cover. I can roll over it and I can get it covered. So that'll be ready to go. When I get that done, then we're going to work on the berm. I've got some time this morning. I got a few hours. So when I get this delivery done, we're going to work outside on the tractor and move some dirt. So that's what's going to happen after this delivery. So let's go dump some wood. I am back in the woodyard from my last delivery. I disconnected the trailer and I backed up the truck. So now I'm going to put on a face cord or third of a cord of oak, and I'm then going to cover it because supposedly there's rain coming later today and I'm not going to be delivering this for another like 7 hours or something like that, end of the day. And so I'm going to get this loaded, covered up, and then we're going to go do some tractor work. Now I was going to work on the berm, but I have a better idea. I've got an area in back that is big enough that I can take this cherry that's up over here in the pile, and I'm going to move that to the back because I got an area way in the back that'll be out of the way. Now I can get this kind of cleaned up because with winter coming, I want to get that area cleaned up, and the cherry will be just fine kind of out in the back in that area until I get to it. Because I got a lot of other stuff I have to get done. I got stacking to do, I got the berm to clean up. So getting that cherry out of the way will open up that whole big area. So if I want to get, or if my logger calls and has a really good supply of some red oak that is barkless that I would like to get another load of, that'd be the place to put it because it'll be out of the way. Don't worry, I'm not stripping, it's just getting warm out. You wouldn't want to see that anyway. But anyway, the plan so then for today has changed slightly. So I'm gonna put my bucket on. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna scrape an area off. There's an area back there where I got a bunch of branches and stuff piled up. I'm gonna shove it back, and then we're gonna haul the cherry back to that corner. So now we're gonna throw this on. Now I'm gonna probably do some stacking with this in here, because if I don't stack it, it kind of fluffs up and I won't be able to put the cover down. So I'll probably just stack one of the rows just to get it so it's down low and then throw the rest in. So anyway, that is the plan. So let's speed this up. It is in. Now normally when I put a face cord or a third of a cord, which the front of it is the face, into the truck, I just throw it in loose and it kind of heaps up a little bit. But because I wanted to put the cover on, I had to stack it to get it down low enough. And I could have went higher because normally when I put in a face cord or a third of a cord, it's 3 rows right to the top of the bed and then about a half a row. But here I've got, it looks like there's 4 full rows, but there isn't because each of the rows is down quite a bit. I didn't stack it very high. I don't know if you guys can see back in there, but it's not tight to the top. So space-wise, it's less than it normally would be as far as how tight I go with it into the back. But because I want to put the cover on to keep it all dry, that's how it turned out. So we got that loaded. This delivery is not till the very end of the day today, so I got it done because it's supposed to get some rain, and we're going to go clear out a little area back with the tractor, and then we're going to move some logs. So let's go do that. Well, I'm back by my tractor. I just disconnected the hydraulic hoses because I'm going to leave the grapple right here, and I'm going to go hook the bucket up, which is up over that way. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear off that area where I'm going to put the cherry back there. I'm going to push some brush and get it kind of cleared off, make a little pad for it. And I'm going to leave the bucket on and I'm gonna attack the dirt pile because we're supposed to get rain in a couple hours, and if it rains, that'll turn to pudding, and then tomorrow I won't be able to do anything out there. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too. So it'll be a few days before I really can do anything instead of working in the mud there. So I think I'm just gonna leave the bucket on, and I'm gonna clear out some dirt and work on that a little bit. Because the cherry I can move another day. There's a couple days coming up next couple weeks where I'll be able to do a whole bunch of work moving that cherry back there. So that is what I'm gonna do. I've decided, that's final. That's what's gonna happen. So let's get busy. So there, I cleared off all the way over to where my drain pipe is here for my drainage. I got a stump there I'm gonna have to cut out. I hit it a few times with the bucket, but didn't really dent it too much. But yeah, I got this kind of, all this brush pushed back here. My Christmas trees come right up to here, so I can come right through here, and this whole area that I'm standing in right now, walking around on, this can all be wood right here. So I'll probably get a whole truckload in here if I wanted to. So yeah, I just started right here and pushed back and got a bunch of the brush cleaned out there. So, and then there's a dilemma with the Christmas trees. Do I leave them? Do I take them out? I mean, because that's a lot of space. That's a few more truckloads. But with what this is right here, what I just opened up, and with what I'm opening up on the berm back there, which we're going to go dig on right now, I will be able to open up a whole bunch more space. So maybe next year I take another row or two of trees out. I don't know. But we're going to keep going. We're going to go over to the berm and do some digging. The dirt mower is now at rest. I just worked for, I don't know, it had to be almost 2 hours, maybe a little more than that. I got a bunch done. The space is getting bigger, as you can see. The berm used to start right here where I'm standing. So it went all the way over to there where the canoes are on that pile of wood, and then it still goes that way. But I dug a whole bunch into it here. So yeah, the berm used to come right up to here, all the way through here, and then started curving right about here and went that way. So I removed a good chunk today. So I get rid of the dirt here, and then all this cherry, once I get this berm away here, all this cherry is going to go right in here, because I'm going to go up on the berm so you can kind of see what there is here. So it goes this way here yet for another, I don't know, it's got to be 10 yards, 30 feet or so. And it goes this way for another 5 yards. But I got half of this taken away already here. So there it is. There's the space that I have created. So yeah, it's opening up pretty nice. I'm going to go to where I'm taking the dirt. And so this slope's really nice here. I mean, it's a nice gradual slope. So I'll still be able to stack wood here. It'll drain nice. Because going that way, there's another 100 yards or so to get to where the low stuff is. So this, I'm just kind of filling in the edge here. So you can see coming in through here, I filled in over to here. So that'll kind of level out right in there with what's left. The main thing I really wanted to do was to fill in this area right here, because it drops so fast right here where I do photography. So I still got a little bit more to put in here. I'm going to fill in. I'm not going to level it. It'll still slope this direction from what you see here going this way, but I'll be able to have it so it's less steep and plant grass here and all that kind of nice stuff. So it'll end up being a nice little area where I can do photography. And then up here, obviously, is where I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is leave this open. I'm going to shove snow back here. This is going to be like my alley to shove all the snow back this way this winter. So I'll keep this open. I might end up putting wood along the sides or something like that, but I'm going to keep this alleyway all the way through here open. So now what we're going to do is, in about a half hour or so, maybe 45 minutes, I have to go deliver that load of wood that we put into the truck, and then we'll be done for today. But there she is, the machine. Works really nice. I'm really starting to like it more and more and more. You guys are all right. Once you get a tractor, it's a fun thing, a very useful thing. Can do a lot with it. So there we go. I am back from that delivery that I just did. You saw me unload it, and we stacked it. I backed right up into his garage, and he had a rack there that we stacked it in, which was really nice. And I didn't charge him for stacking, because he did a lot of the stacking too. I kind of just got it to the back and we put it in his rack, but he did give me a tip, which was very nice. He's a new customer. He just moved to the area, and he said they had a face cord about 2 weeks ago and they burned it up already. So could be a good customer. He said they really like having fires every night. So that's what I like to hear. So that's it for today, folks. You saw a bunch of digging today. You saw some deliveries, all that kind of good stuff. I will be back tomorrow, and you're going to be back tomorrow, because this is the place to be, and you know that. So between now and tomorrow, get outside, get cutting. And if you want to poke a few buttons on your way out the door, that'd be awesome. Good night, Irene.